Hello, everyone. Welcome to A&P, Anatomy and Physiology. This is Carol Brown, and I will be your instructor this semester. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. However, I thought I would just make this introductory tutorial video to introduce you to our course materials, what you need to purchase in order to complete this course, as well as the online resources that we have that you can access online. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to need is an online Connect access code. It's important to get the access code online because this will give you access to the electronic version of your textbook as well as some online chapter assignments as well as lab assignments. You can purchase this access code at the bookstore, and this is purely an electronic digital version. Now, if you would also like a hard copy of the textbook, you also have the option to purchase the access code with the loose leaf hard copy textbook. So if that's your preference, the bookstore would also offer that. So you can choose one or the other depending on your preference. Now, the second thing that you are going to need for this course is an anatomy and physiology workbook. This workbook will also be available at the bookstore next week. And this workbook is pretty important because it will contain all of your class prep assignments, which we will talk about next. So all of your class prep assignments that you need to complete before coming into class. I promise you they're very, very short and fun, you'll see, as well as in-class and in-lab activities. And so this workbook will be necessary every single class. So you want to bring it with you to class every day, except of course the first week, because it will be available at the bookstore next week. So don't worry if you don't have it quite yet the first week. But definitely from the second week onwards, you want to bring it into class so that we can, work through it, complete the activities, do a lot of labeling and drawing. And so the third thing that you would really need, and I strongly recommend that you get yourself a very beautiful colored set of pens. We will do a lot of coloring and labeling, and so I found that A&P is way more fun when you have colors involved. And so I would recommend that you purchase just any kind of colored pens or gather around whatever you have lying around your house because they will really come in handy in our class. Of course, if you have any questions, we will be addressing them during class. So this is just an introductory overview just to kind of get you in the mindset of A&P. Now, next up, let's go ahead and talk about the assignments that you will need to complete throughout this course, and of course, where and how to access them. So there are three types of assignments for this course, and all of these assignments have due dates that are highlighted in your course schedule. And so when you go online in D2L, if you click on Content, you will be able to see not only the syllabus, which will outline all of our policies, but also our schedule. So if you click this and download it, I will provide you a hard copy in class, but this schedule will contain all of the due dates for all of your assignments, as well as your exams and quizzes. All right, so the first type of assignment that you're going to need to complete would be the class prep assignments. I also call them CPAs. And these are assignments that you want to complete prior to class. Now, in order to access these assignments, you will need to log into your A&P website. To access this, I have created for you, again on our D2L homepage, an announcement. And this announcement includes the website link. So if you click on this link, always make sure you are signed into your A&P or your AIMS username and password, because this will then give you access to our website, and it will contain all of your chapters that we will be completing throughout this semester. And so for each chapter, you have what we call the CPA class prep assignment, and it's really a very short and fun assignment for you to complete before walking into class. Usually it's one or two very short YouTube clips that you would want to watch and then complete the corresponding pages in your A&P workbook. So here it's pages 6 and 7 in the AP workbook. So of course, for the first week, don't worry too much about those CPAs, but then from the second week onwards, definitely complete them and bring in your workbook to be checked for credit. And of course, this is counted as part of your grade. So this is as far as the class prep assignment and where to find them. Now, our second type of assignment, and these are going to be your chapter assignments, and these are completed after we finish every chapter. All right, so let's say we finished chapter 1 on a Thursday. Well, right after that chapter is over, you have 2 assignments or 2 things that you want to complete. Number 1, you want to go ahead into your online access code for Connect and complete what we call chapter homework assignments. And these are very student friendly. They have unlimited attempts. So just kind of consider this literally a homework assignment that you can take your time with. Just practice the concepts that we've been learning in class. After you complete your chapter homework assignment, then you want to log into D2L to complete an online quiz. And this is a 20-question multiple choice quiz to test your knowledge and ensure that you are staying up to date with our content material. So now where can you access them? So the Learn Smart chapter homework assignments, these are accessed through, again, D2L and through the Connect platform from your electronic textbook. So if we go again to our D2L course shell, what you want to do is click on Content, and then you will scroll down until you find Connect. This link will be working next week, and we will have reps from McGraw-Hill, the publisher, in class in order to ensure that you all have an easy connection and transition to this online platform. So they will be coming in on the second day that we meet, so please bring in your laptops or tablets so that they can help us through this process. And again, I'll highlight that in class as well to remind you. But so in order to access your chapter assignments, you will go online into Connect through the D2L page, and what you'll see is that you have homework assignments that you want to complete, and these are typically due the Sunday night right after we finish an assignment. After you complete this, if you remember, we also have the D2L online quizzes that we want to complete. And so again, this can be accessed through D2L. And if you click on quizzes, this is where you will find all of your quizzes. And so let me real quick show you as a student. What you will see would be the quizzes, and they will appear throughout the semester as you start going through the chapters. Okay, and so also the deadline or due date for these chapter quizzes would be the Sunday, 11:59 p.m. immediately after we finish a chapter. Okay, so in a nutshell, these are your chapter assignments. Both of those are due Sunday night after we finish every chapter, and their due dates again are highlighted on our course schedule. Finally, we have a lab component to this course. And so the lab component has some content, so some PowerPoint presentations that you want to study, and this is your lab material. You can access that through D2L under Content. Make sure to study those PowerPoints because you will have lab quizzes that will test you on your lab knowledge. And finally, we have lab assignments. So whenever we complete a lab, you will have an assignment due the following week, and this can be accessed through Learn Smart. Okay, so finally, let's find out how to access these 2 items for your lab. So in order to study lab material, you want to go into D2L. So in D2L under Content, if you scroll down, you'll see lab content. And this is where all of your lab PowerPoints are found, and this is essentially the lab content that you want to be studying to prepare for your lab quizzes as well as the lab practical exams. Now, as for the lab assignments, these are going to be found again online on the Learn Smart as part of Connect, and so these will be due the following lab. So let's say we complete lab 1 next week. then that assignment for Lab 1 will be due the following week, right before we start Lab 2. Okay, so basically this is it. This is a very quick overview or summary on what we need for this course, as well as what assignments we want to complete. And of course, studying these assignments will really help you prep and understand the content in order to be ready for your exams. And so hopefully this will help you be really, really successful in A&P. Don't worry if there's anything that you might have missed or unsure of. We will go over everything in class a little bit more slowly, and then you can have the chance to ask me any questions that you might have. And as I mentioned during the second time that we meet, second class period, please bring in your laptops and tablets so that we can make sure that we are all on the same page and can access all of these resources. Okay? And so the last thing that I'd like to leave you with is please try before you come into class to visit your D2L course shell and read over the syllabus as well as the schedule, just to learn a little bit more about what to expect in this course. And we will definitely be going over all of these and much, much more during the first time that we meet. And so I'm looking forward to meeting all of you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.